And as we look ahead at the girls' prep season, we welcome in Patrick Donnelly from New England Hockey Journal. Patrick, thanks for visiting today.
Thanks for having me.
So last year, exciting finish. Nobles wins it all. The big question everybody's asking, can they repeat?
I think they can. You know, they lost one top six forward, but bring back a lot of firepower. You got your top two centers, Callie Brown, Greta Hulbig, Molly McCurtain on the left wing as well. The question marks are on D and in net. You know, graduated one of the best goalies in the NEPSAC last year, but you know, Tom Reeser's confident, Annie Spring and Anika Jonas kind of in a tandem situation entering the year. And they reloaded a lot on D after losing 4 college commits. One of the players they bring in is Ava DeCourcy from Tilton, really productive defender her first 2 seasons. So they're in a good spot.
Yeah, Noble's always a team that's in it. Tom Reeser has that team in the mix every single year. Another team that's always in the mix and a really good young core. Phillips Andover, what's your sense on what they're going to be able to do this season?
Yeah, Andover brings a ton of firepower back, whether it's on defense, on the forward, starting goalies back as well. Ton of college commits up front. You've got Caroline Averill, her sister Maggie on defense. She's going to be a popular prospect. Sarah Powers, top goal scorer back. Lexi Mara, Peyton Kennedy. There's a lot back up front. And on D, whether it's Averill, Molly Boyle, a couple of young players that stepped up last year, ton to look at there. And then in net, Avery Roadheffer has been coming right along. She's gotten better and better each year.
Yeah, the Phillips Andover team I think is going to be one of the most exciting teams to watch this winter. One storyline I always love, and I assume everybody else also loves, is these teams that are sort of outside the Elite Eight who want to get in. Who are some of the teams you're looking at this year that can do that?
It starts with New Hampton, back-to-back small school champions, and another one of these teams that brings back so much, whether it's up front, on defense, you know, starting on the blue line. True Thompson might be one of the best defenders in the NEPSAC. They bring in Addie Peel from Brooks, who's a really high-end defender in her own right. Question mark lies in net. You know, they have an experienced player who's been behind Vera Lee for some time, and a newcomer as well. So it depends on how they come along. But up front, you know, you got Julia Laughlin, Kennedy Walker, tons of college commits as well.
So New Hampton is one team. Another interesting team is Dexter Southfield. Dexter boys are our cover of our next magazine. But the Dexter girls, what's your sense on what they have?
Yeah, Dexter, again, they started sluggish last year, went on a run, got to the large school title game, and they bring back so much. They only had 1 senior last year. They have 2 Boston College commits on the blue line, Maddie Murphy and Elena Dunn. And they also bring back their top scorer, Evelyn Doyle, who led the team scoring as a sophomore. She's a really strong 200-foot prospect.
BB&N. BB&N is a team that is always in it. They were right outside of it last year of the Elite Eight. What do you think their prospects are of getting inside the Elite Eight?
Yeah, it's another team that it's probably going to come down to goaltending. They lost their star goalie, and they lost their leading scorer as well. But again, just really a ton of depth on the blue line. 3 Division I commits, and then you also have up front. You bring back Savannah Littlewood, and then Hannah Weyerhauser is going to have a full year of health. She missed most of last season. Really explosive player.
So teams obviously want to get into the Elite Eight, but there are also teams that are further down in the playoff picture that want to move up in the large school, the small school, or even the Elite Eight. Who are some potential sleeper teams we should be watching?
Yeah, I think if you look at someone who missed the playoffs last year, Cushing is probably right at the top of the list. Missed the small school tournament by percentage points. You know, they bring back a lot as well, whether it's top scorers like Brooke Harb or Maddie Soderquist. They got 4 college commits on defense, led by Taylor Buckley and Lily Tewksbury. And Sadie Bellissimo in net is someone that Valerie Bonabunker is really excited about to take the job this year.
So when you sort of look at the entire landscape of girls prep hockey, what's your sense? Is there 1 or 2 or 3 really good teams that are better than everybody else, or is it sort of an open field?
I think that was sort of the case last year. You know, that top tier really separated itself from the holidays on. This year, to me, there's a lot of depth, whether it's, you know, teams trying to crack into the Elite Eight, the Elite Eight stalwarts, or others trying to make the playoffs again. You know, we mentioned Cushing, there's Rivers, they were in the small school tournament last year. We haven't even mentioned Groton. A lot of firepower this year.